what's up, my chatterboxes? This is my review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 17. Grease is the word. Okay. I know you guys have been watching my content. I really do appreciate it. So feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. And liking my videos help me as well too. So hit the like button if you guys like the content. Okay, let's just jump right into this review because it's a hot ass mess down there in Atlanta. And they done took this crap over to Greece. Anyway, so it starts off with Portia. She's in there with her mom. She's getting ready, for the Greece trip. So they're packing and things like that. So the information hit the blogs that Kenya and Mark has announced that they're going to get a divorce. So then you see Eva, she's in her confessional. I think she's talking to one of the producers, asking them if they seen the news. So she looked like she was in total shock. So she said that she was going to call Cynthia and get the tip. Then you seen messy ass Nene. She talking to just as messy as Marlo, and they're talking about the situation. Marlo said something about somebody was in some fake doche. I don't know who she was talking about because I didn't catch that, but she too goddamn superficial to me, too damn materialistic. Like, that is not to me, that's not a good quality of hers. Like, it's okay to be fashionable and stuff like that, but it seems to me is that that's all she have, a one-trick pony, just like Funky Dineva say. Like, it's kind of annoying to watch it, sometimes. Anyway, so they were all talking, about the tea. So we see Cynthia, she's already at Kenya's house, but I didn't know that it was Kenya's house at the time. So Candy pulls up. So they're talking. So apparently Kenya shared some information about her relationship and the things that she was going through with Mark to Candy and Cynthia. So Cynthia said, listen, it couldn't be me because I would have packed little baby Brooklyn up and I would have been out. And Candy was like, me too. Like, so apparently she has been experiencing some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? So they goes into the house where Kenya is, and, Cynthia, she's trying to be a little bit compassionate in her approach and how she's talking about, but she's still trying to get the tea. Okay, well, she already had the tea, but, they playing it up for the cameras. So they're talking about the situation. So she told them that she basically, her hand was forced to put out the statement because her publicist got wind of Mark was supposed to be putting out a statement in reference to filing for divorce. So apparently the situation had got real ugly after the event. He did not want her there at the event. Now, Mark, let me tell you something, bro. You trying to use her for the event for her connections, but you telling me that you don't want her there because they showed clips where she was negotiating deals, setting this up, setting that up, and you mean to tell me you thought after all her hard work, she was supposed to let you go prancing around in there without her on your arm? You's a goddamn fool. You a real live jerk. And let me tell you something, I'm not no Kenya fan, but you a piece of shit, okay? You a real live piece of shit. Anyway, so she was like, he was getting real aggressive. So they was like, well, did he hit you? She was like, no, but I guess from her previous experiences with men, you remember that young guy she was dating? He apparently was putting his hands on her. So she said she just get like real on defense when it comes to stuff like that. But the Uber driver had to kick his ass out because he got so irate. And I can see the temper in him because you remember the last episode how he was snapping out on the guy there going production people. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all don't stop it, I'ma stop it. You know what I mean? He was real irate then. So I know it probably only progressed off camera. So she said he acted like he didn't want to be around her. No, he didn't want to be around you, Kenya, because he already sit up there and said that he didn't even want you there. Okay? Now, I don't understand why she wants to keep holding on to this situation with him. I don't get it. Like, he a real live jerk. And I don't care that you got baby Brooklyn. Look at that. Look at the situation as, okay, he might not have been the person for me, but I got this beautiful blessing out of that. And that's what I can say. It wasn't all in vain. Fuck up the marriage don't work because guess what? I ain't trying to work it out with no toxic individual. He's toxic. And he's only going to bring you down if you continue to deal with him. Point blank period. And Kenya, let me ask you a question. But between us two, Did you call the health inspectors on him? Because it's mighty funny. You ain't hear no shit about his restaurant. Now all of a sudden y'all get going through y'all problems. Now he got roaches. He getting code violations and all this crap at his restaurant in New York. I don't know, Kenya. Did you do it or didn't you? Somebody dropped a dime on him. I'm just saying. So Cynthia asks Kenya, do she want to get a divorce? Kenya doesn't want to get a divorce at this particular point. She also brought up the fact that she's seen some text messages from a woman that Mark was previously sleeping with, and she said she didn't want the sex to stop. And she knowingly knew that he was married to Kenya. So Kenya calls the woman and basically told her, listen, this is Mrs. Mark Daly, and you basically need to stop fucking my husband. That's what she was telling her. She was like, because I know where you live. You know what I mean? So her and Mark had a blowout fight about that. She also said that she don't want her daughter to see, she want her daughter to be proud of her and don't want her to see her being a weak woman. She want her to look at her as strong and respect the fact that she was strong enough to walk away. I feel as though you haven't been with Mark that long. And I don't even care if you have been with Mark that long. There is no way that you should be taking what you're taking off of him. Let me tell you something. Your mom walked away from you. She abandoned you. She treated you like you did nothing. That's the biggest heartbreak that I feel as though you encounter, other than like if something was to happen to baby Brooklyn, like if she was to turn her back on you or something like that. A man should be easy for you to say, peace the fuck out, freak you. Because you made it without your mother. You did accomplish all these things despite your mother neglecting you and flat out saying she didn't want you. You understand what I'm saying? So it should be real easy for you to say fuck a man. Real easy. So she was saying how she didn't know that if she was going to go to Greece because those girls would find every little thing to, try to come at her with. And they saying, so Candy and Cynthia is trying to convince her to come. The situation that you are in and the space that you are in with these girls, you brought it on yourself. They can sympathize with the fact that you're going through some shit, but you are the same person that when they're going through their shit with they men, you jump all on it. You know what I'm saying? You have drug Phaedra through the mud when it came to Apollo. You have talked shit on multiple women, when it came to they men. I think you even talked shit on when Portia was going through her stuff with her first husband. Like, you always, come at these women when it comes to their, relationships. So, I'm sorry. I can feel for you. And then I cannot give a fuck about it as well. Because I'm not going to give you no passes just because you're going through the storm at the moment. Because when other people's going through it, you don't care. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about it. That's just how I feel. So now we have everybody meeting up at the airport because we finally going to Greece. Yes, I'm going with them as well. I'm living through them, okay? So we have Cynthia, she pulls up first. Cynthia looks good in this episode, by the way. She was looking good in that sunflower episode, too. Cynthia, you giving these young girls a run for their money, okay? So you got Marlo, you got Cynthia, you got Candy, you got Nene. Marlo's nephews are there, but they're going to stay behind because they're going to go with the nanny and her cousin, and I think she said her aunt or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Then we have PJ, we have the grandma with Portia's mother, and we also have Portia. So they were basically talking about the Kenya situation, and they said that they didn't know if Kenya was going to show because of everything that's going on. So Candy asked them, can they all be a little bit lenient on her for everything that she's going through. So she was like, I know everybody wants to tea, but it's just a sensitive time for her. Nene comes in there and was like, well, She ain't say all. I mean, she ain't care when she was going in on Tanya. And I'm sorry. I know she going through some stuff, and I don't say kick somebody when they down. But with her track record, it's hard. It's hard not to go in on her. You know what I'm saying? Because she would do it to you. I know they say you're supposed to be the bigger person, but I don't know if I would be able to resist. I wouldn't go out my way to mess with her. But if she say some foul stuff out her mouth, I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm sorry. Anyway, so we have Tanya. She pulls up. Her and Paul, they pull up. And they pulled up in some all black mat. I forgot what kind of car that was, but it was nice. It was nice. Tanya be dressing cute too. I like her little style. She had that nice little Christian Dior toe. I want one of those. That was cute. Oh, I said maybe I'll get me one. Anyway, so they're all on it now. They already on, like, it looked like it was a private jet because I didn't see anybody else other than them. So it looked like it was a private situation going on. They were all chilling the way I would wish I could fly, but my funds not set up like that. Not now. Not now. Maybe in the future. I wish, right? Anyway, so they're actually at Greece now, and they were shocked to see Kenya just walking around. Well, apparently she done got her flight. Her and baby Brooklyn and the nanny, they done flew out on a separate flight, which was a direct flight, and she got there around the same time that they did. So everybody was shocked, to see her. You know what I forgot to say? When Paul and Tanya had pulled up, Portia had asked Paul about sorry that we missed you at the event. Paul will make up some lie, talk about he was at his friend event. Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't Tanya say that she didn't even tell Paul about the event? So Paul, you just flat out there, either you were lying or Tanya was lying. You ain't had to make up no excuse. That's all you had to say. I ain't fucking with that bitch. She tried to lie on me and say I was out here creeping. I ain't coming to support her or her husband. That's what you should have said. Keep it real. Because I ain't blaming you. Okay, so like I said, now everybody's in Greece. The ladies are on the bus. Kenya has joined them. And Candy did mention, she was like, Kenya should have gave her a heads up that she was coming. Like, come on. Anyway, so Marlo is kind of like me in this situation, because it's like she's dying to say something. She was like, in her confessional, you mean to tell me Kenya is going through all this and we can't speak about it, about the divorce or whatever? I'm feeling you, Marlo, because I probably wouldn't have been able to contain myself either. I probably would have had to say something. Anyway, they got to the destination and they showed like little clips of little scenery shots of the locals and people there, like on the beach and everything. It wouldn't be a trip to Greece without seeing some Grecian man in some tight Speedos. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm like, is that what they're gonna see the whole goddamn trip? Anyway, they get to the destination. They agree to buy the hostess and everything. Oh, when they were on the bus, they were talking about how they didn't want to have to go through the debacle again about trying to like fight for the rooms. Because every vacation is always a situation when it comes to the rooms. So Cynthia said that she need her own room because she needed to be FaceTiming Mike. So they were making jokes about her, having phone sex or FaceTime sex with Mike. I'm like, I don't need that image in my mind. I really don't, or whatever. So like I said, they get to the venue. Now there's a whole bunch of cats and everything around. So Portia gonna make a comment saying, in her confessional she made it, saying, "Oh, who knew it was that much pussy in Greece?" Something, and she said something into the effect about her boyfriend. I'm like, I don't think that joke you should have been making when it comes to your man knowing how much pussy he like to get, and other than yours. I think you should have just kept quiet. And then the association with a cat and him, because it was some bestiality situation going on where people were saying that he liked to freak on animals. So even though I know you thought you were being funny, that was just like a tasteless joke. It was really a tasteless joke. Anyway, so Marlo gonna say how, cats just sneaky. And she right, because I am a cat person. And cats are sneaky, but I love them. But who knew that Greece had all these wild cats running around? I ain't know either. So anyway, they get inside, the venue is a beautiful villa. It's really nice. So they decide, Candy and Kenya decide that they're going to make the girls play a game to figure out what, in order to get a particular room that they may want. So Portia said, after everything that's going on with Kenya, she's still playing these goddamn games. Like, come on. And she right. Like, Kenya's still stuck on stuff. She's still being shady. Like, shade is in her. Like, she can't come away from it. So, Candy and Cynthia, stop trying to make it seem like people supposed to tiptoe around Kenya in her time of grief. Because guess what? She's still playing on messy ass Kenya, okay? That's all. Okay, now, so they reveal what the girls have to do in order to win the rooms. And I know I went in on Kenya a little bit, but it turned out it wasn't too bad, and it was a good icebreaker. So they basically had to compete, do little challenges or do little things to win the room. The first thing was you actually had to volunteer to actually get something without knowing what it was. So Cynthia volunteered, and she actually got a room out of it, and a nice pick. She picked the teddy bear room. Then they had another challenge where you had to take off all your makeup and your lashes. So Nene won that, and she got the second teddy bear room. Now, I don't understand why a lot of the girls did not jump at the opportunity to just wipe the makeup off and take the lashes. You could have reapplied when you went back to the room. Like, that would have been a no-brainer for me. Anyway, so then we had Marlo. We had Marlo. It was Tanya, and it was Portia. They all competed in this, eating this raw food. It was like raw octopus and sardines. And don't let little Miss Tanya fool y'all. Because if y'all remember last episode, she almost won that goddamn bottle sucking contest. And this one, you see how she was just chewing up and swallowing that stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, Tanya. That's why Paul stay around. You a little freakadeek. You a little freak. So she ended up winning that challenge, and somebody chewed it up and spit it out. They couldn't, swallow it. And I don't blame them, because ain't no way in the world I would have ate that shit. So Tanya she picked a room. Marlo, she was able to pick after that. So the challenge, and another challenge was whoever jump in the pool first can pick whatever it wasn't on picking it, they can actually steal someone else's room. So Portia jumped in the pool and she stole Tanya's room. So Tanya was like, in hindsight, she should have just took off the makeup. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why y'all was hesitant about that. I would have took my makeup off quickly and would have been done with it. Anyway, so the girls all retiring to their room because Candy and Nene said, I mean, not Candy and Nene, Kenya and Candy. They giving me tongue-tied with all these damn K's. So Candy and Kenya, they said that they want them to all get freshened up because they had a dinner planned for them and everything. So Cynthia, she wants Kenya, these freaking K's. She wants Nene and Kenya to kind of have a conversation because she know that that's where the drama gonna start at this goddamn dinner. So who knows? I don't know. I don't think Nene can abstain from saying things to her because there's so much hatred. They really hate each other. I know hate is a strong word, but they can't stand each other, okay? So Nene says she's okay with being neighbors with Cynthia because she known her for a long time and she know how she rock. And I mean, at the end of the day, you were at the trip, so I don't think anybody would have cared about being neighbors with you at a vacation. Because me personally, if I don't understand why. I guess it's a Bravo thing, because for real, if I was the one who was throwing the trip, Nene wouldn't have came. If me and her don't get along, the hell you coming for? See, Kenya, it would have been an easy fix for me. Nene wouldn't have been there if I had anything to do with it. But you know, when Bravo paying for the trip, you gotta roll with the punches. So now we have Cynthia. She's talking to Nene. Nene's asking her about Noel and how's everything going. Cynthia said that she's finally allowing Noel to be a grown-up. She taking the tracker off of her. You know, she has some people in place that, you know, can help mentor and things like that. So basically, she went to talk to Nene just to make sure Nene stay on her best behavior. So she asked Nene, she was like, I know you have been married the longest in the group, and I would like for you to be able to give Kenya some words of encouragement, because I know that you wouldn't want to kick nobody down, you know, when they down. And then he said, absolutely, I don't have to like anyone. She said, I don't have to like someone in order to be, you know, sympathetic to their situation. And I get it, because I might not like you, but that don't mean I can't understand, you know, what you're going through. But I mean, do I care? That's another question that should be asked. Do I really care? Because if I don't like you, we beefing. Is your situation even that important to me? I mean, I don't think so. So anyway, now they cut back. You know, they cut to where the girls, they all meeting up. So Kenya, she's MIA for a minute. Everybody's wondering where she at. So Marlo gonna sit up there and say, I mean, is she okay? Because everybody know that she's going through, you know, this situation with Mark. We sure she ain't jumping in the water? Like, Candy was like, you know, that's enough. Like, in her confessional, she was like, now you need to stop. You know what I mean? Basically, like, shut the fuck up. Like, anyway, so we have all the girls, you know, coming in. Cynthia, she looks nice in her outfit, but I'm sorry, that wig is a no for me. Cynthia, that wig is a hot ass mess. You need to throw that shit off the balcony, okay? It is horrible. Anyway, we finally see Kenya. She's talking to the nanny, asking about, you know, baby Brooklyn. So she hasn't arrived yet to where the girls are. So she finally took care of that situation, and now she's united with the group. She has on this nice little coral dress, and Marlo was telling her how nice and pretty she looks. She was like, that's how you do it. Basically, she was saying, that's how you do it. Get your revenge back on these men. You know what I mean? Looking good is the best revenge. And we're not about to be sitting here crying over no man. We ain't about to be doing it. We ain't crying over nobody. So anyway, they were all, you know, talking. Nene had asked her about that she had a dogs, and Kenya has her guard up when it comes to Nene, because she hesitated before she answered her, and she was like, "What you say?" And she was like, "Oh, you still?" She said, "You still have the dogs?" She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I still have them." She was like, "Baby, She said it's hard with the baby, but Brooklyn loves them, and that was hard for her, because Kenya, you can tell, like, she ain't feeling Nene. It's hard for her to fake it. Anyway, so they were all, you know, chit-chat. No one really wanted to, like, talk about the elephant in the room. The elephant in this room, that you get in a goddamn divorce. So Nene kind of brought it to the surface and said, you know, I know that me and you know, aren't the best of friends, but I just genuinely want to know if you're okay. So then Kenya started getting emotional, and she goes around the whole goddamn room and say, you know, she's happy that Kenya, no, not Kenya, Candy, these K's are killing me this episode. I'm serious. So she said Candy and Cynthia, you know, has been, you know, supportive of her. Portia had reached out to her. She said even Tanya been nice, and Marlo as well. She did not say one word about Nene. And see, this is how the shit start. This is how the drama start. Because when you kind of throw soft shade, people can feel it. People, I mean, if you did it, if I was Nene, I would have felt it too. Then I would have been like, fuck you and your feelings. You understand what I'm saying? So Tanya was like, oh, I get it. That's why she's been, the way she has been with me. And Tanya, you absolutely right. But I think you might need to sit this fight out. You might need to sit this one out. Don't you know it? Don't you know it? That shit made Nene pissed off. Marlo even said that was foul how, Kenya did that when, you going to just leave Nene out. Nene picked up on that shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? So Tanya and Kenya was trying. Tanya and Candy was talking to Kenya and told her, like, won't you try to, like, talk to her, let her know that you're not really trying to be smart towards her. You just don't really want to talk about the situation, so it won't go left. So they cut up like the baklava, and Kenya took the baklava back to where Nene and stuff was there, because she was saying that she was just going to use that as a peace offering. So she was going to actually say something to Nene. But at that particular point, Nene was over it. She said she don't want anything else to say to her. She was pissed off, and I don't blame her. So even Cynthia said to her, like, Kenya, this is the place where everybody was trying to embrace you and trying to be nice towards you, and then you do this. Like, and Kenya don't really want to hear this shit, but Kenya, you is wrong. Like, you shouldn't have did that. You should not have did that. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have. Like, even if Nene did not reach out prior to the Greece trip, you could have said, I appreciate, what you're saying to me. Thanks, for being here for me. That's what you should have said. You didn't have to try to make it seem like, oh, she being fake. Why would she call you and reach out if y'all wasn't speaking prior to that? Like, come on, Kenya. That shit don't even make sense. So then Candy trying to be the voice of reason the peacemaker between Candy and Nene. And Nene was like, I'm not trying to hear it. She was like, I tried to talk to her. I tried to extend my hand. She rejected it. I'm over it. So Candy was trying to tell her, well, no, she was going to talk to you. It's just not the right time. That's why she brought the cake. Nene like, I don't want to hear it. She was like, I'm leaving. I'm going downstairs to talk to my man. She was like, she acting like I'm the one who fucked her man and took a baby. Some shit she said to that effect. She was like, I'm going downstairs to talk to my man so I can keep mine. You know what I mean? Because Candy, now it's war. And I don't blame her at that particular point. Like, Nene, like I said, I go in on Nene too. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Kenya, you was wrong, and you deserve everything that Nene throwing at you right now. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's all I had for this episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you guys like the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And please like the videos. If you're watching them and you like it, that you like the content, you like listening to my, all my chatter that I got going on, please just like the video. It's no harm, no foul. Thank you. So holla at your girl. Bye.